Hello, Earth signs. Welcome to your March 2019 reading. Let's get right into it. So the first thing not that I want to tell you to do, the first thing that Spirit wants to tell you to do is go outside. You gotta go outside. I need to turn this down a little. It's kind of loud. Okay. So I think the overall spread is basically saying that you're pretty drained right now, that whatever career you've chosen for yourself, whatever career path you're working in, is really draining you, and it's kind of making you question your strength and your worth right now, and you're very caught up in the physical, three-dimensional human realm. And you can't really hear what Spirit is telling you because you're working so hard right now. So Spirit wants you to take some time for yourself, because I think, you're an earth sign, so especially Virgos. Virgos are the sign of self-sacrifice, but all earth signs are very giving of self. And whether that be in a career, in a relationship, in whatever it is, you're very giving of self. And, and they want you to go out in the sun. They want you to get some vitamin D. They want you to put your bare feet on the earth and ground into the earth, because right now you need it. You need to be grounded. You're an earth sign. You need to ground back to home. You also need to come home more. I think you're working so much right now that you're barely ever home, and you're not taking care of certain things in your life, whether that be cleaning or self-care. There's something that's lacking. There's an imbalance here. But that's because not only are you working so much, but you're asked to prove yourself constantly. I also feel as though you are a gender that is not usually seen in your field. I feel as though you might be a male nurse, or you might be a female firefighter, female policeman, or police officer. See, I just said policeman. Yeah, so you might be a female police officer, a female firefighter, a female EMT, Not to say that maybe you're a female in the military. Not to say that there aren't females in these positions, but you definitely are the minority, as well as a man in positions that are perceived as more feminine. And I strongly feel though that you're in the health. Your career is in health and or service, like, to humanity, so like military or doctor, everything I just said. I think you could be in any of those careers. So you not only are you fighting gender norms, you're having a hard time with balance, because you're trying to prove yourself in a certain way to fit into a certain subsidized group of genders in a career, so you are losing your balance in whatever other divine aspect you're not, you're trying to prove that you're not. So I hope that makes sense. What I mean is, because we have divine masculine and divine feminine energy in all of us, so what I mean is, if you are in a male-dominated field, you're being far too masculine, because you're trying to prove yourself, and you're trying to be a certain way, and you're trying to fit in, and which there's nothing wrong with that, but you're losing the feminine aspects of self that you actually really like and that you really enjoy. And you got to get back to it, because that kind of helps your soul regenerate, and it helps you feel yourself. You don't want to compromise who you are to fit into a position that is part of your path. It's part of your path to be an opposing gender in this career field. That's right down here. It's part of the contract that you signed before you were born. It's part of your soul contract. This was something you decided that these were some boundaries that you were going to break for the betterment of humanity, and you decided that before you came into this realm. You talked it over with the Ascended Masters. However, they're really asking you to get a grip and dominate and that sounds a little rude, get a grip, but you have to. They want you to go outside so you can ground and get a grip and remember all your worth and remember all the lifetimes of practice that you've had for this particular life, career, choice, situation. Because this is not the first lifetime that you've done this in, and I know you feel that. So they're really asking you to get a grip, recalculate, ground, and remember your worth and remember all of your... I think you might be focusing on your shortcomings and trying to exaggerate the opposite end of your shortcomings. And I think you're really trying to fit in with the opposite gender and losing yourself. I also think you're young. I think you are new in your career. Maybe you just started. I think you just started this position. So you just started this position and you have a lot to prove. You're young, maybe you just got out of school, maybe you just got out of training, whatever it is that you just finished. There are a lot of older people around you that do not see your healing power. They write you off for being young and they don't give you a chance, and this is extremely frustrating for you because you were sent to this earth to heal. You were sent to this earth to heal, and look at you standing your ground. You're also a little defensive right now. You're not making very many friends at this new job. Not that you're not making friends, you just don't necessarily trust the people around you, and they really don't know you because they don't care to know you because they're seeing this facade of who you're trying to be, and you're also keeping up this guard so that nobody can get in because you're not quite sure if you can hack it right now. You're not quite sure if you can do it, if you can fight through it, but I want you to know that yes, you can, because even if you leave now, you'll be back to this career. You're going to have to come back to it because it's part of the reason why you're on this planet. So, this situation is going to keep showing itself until you can dominate it, and you can dominate it. You're very young. You are a very young human being, but you've been through situations in your life where you had to be an adult. And you had to grow up. So, Spirit knows you're fully capable of getting a grip, remembering your worth, and taking charge of your life. Cloves are very good for this. Sprinkle some cloves in your tea or your coffee. Cloves are for domination. And when you, excuse me, when you put them into your drinks or food or whatever, make sure that you put the intention of regaining control over yourself and your life. Yeah, so this is part of a contract. Here we have Haru, which is Jesus energy, and Hihu, which is to me, that's the spiral of the universe, you caught in your soul patterns, but also breaking the chains of also familial curses, so family curses. So, yeah, so you're changing the standards, and you spoke with the Ascended Masters in the spirit realm before this, before you were born. The Ascended Masters maybe approached you, or you approached them, and you said, this is my plan, this is what I know I need to do, I'm ready to do this, I've been training for this for lifetimes. And they were like, yes, perfect, that's what we want you to do. Good. It's almost if you can consider it, I feel like you're an extremely work-oriented person and you're very respectful of authority because you yourself are also a part of some sort of authority, and you give so much of self that you expect respect and you give respect to those in these kind of authority positions, like first responders, military, working in the health field. You highly respect not just your peers, but you respect the career, and you understand the pitfalls and also the joys in this career. And because of this, you were the perfect person for this mission. And there are many others of you also doing this mission right now on Earth, also breaking these chains. And it could be a familial curse as well, you might have had extremely strict gender norms in your family line, ancestors way, way back, and it's I also just heard that you're breaking sickness chains. So you might have had a lot of sickness, physical sickness that arose from spiritual sickness in the past. And you're breaking those chains by being an avid member of the health field or of, these other fields, so that you can keep on top of your health in your life as well, because you strongly feel the need to have knowledge about the human body. And that's why you were chosen for this. Yeah. Let's see. Spirit wants you to just be yourself. Be your lovable self, because your lovable self is professional, is career-oriented. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. Look at how much blooming you still have to do. That's you with your potential right under the surface. Your potential is only very at the tip. It's only barely sprouting. You're still under there ready to frickin' go. And people, right now, people only see this. They only see the tip of the iceberg, but you know all that lies within, and you know all your plans, and you know all of your potential. And this will bring you wealth and abundance and happiness in life. Abundance in all aspects. Physical health, emotional, spiritual well-being and health, as well as monetary gain. This is going to make you good money, because this is your path. This is what you're supposed to be doing. So don't give up. Go outside. Get a little sun. Ground yourself a little. Yeah, they're asking you to retreat and spend a little alone time. Also, here we have the Virgo card, the Hermit. Yeah, they're really asking you to take time with self. Yeah, look, the Hermit, the Sun, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I always consider the Wheel of Fortune to be like, kind of like you're spinning and spinning and spinning, and you don't know where to stop, and you don't have control. But you do have control. You don't have control over what the wheel does, but you do have control over how you perceive the wheel, and whether or not you stay on this wheel or you get off and you keep working and you keep going on your path and doing what you're supposed to do and regain control of your life. They want you to go outside in the sun. I just heard shaman in my head too. Look into shamanism. I think one of your spirit guides is a shaman. Yeah, and the shamans, they fully understood the power of the earth and the power it has to heal humans. So, yeah, go outside, get some fresh air, ground, meditate. They're asking you to please, please, please meditate. Take quiet time with self. It's hermit mode time. It's not time to make friends. It's not time to impress people. It's not time to prove yourself. It's time to prove yourself to yourself. It's time to go within. It's time to look at all that you've done in your past that has made you strong and a worthwhile person, and look at all that is within that makes you a strong, worthwhile person. And the place to do this is outside, even if it's cold. The cold will only make you appreciate the warm weather when it does come back. Yeah, and choose to get off the wheel. And I just heard I just saw the Wheel of Fortune, like a game show spinner in my head. Like, right now you're like a circus person, like, that is on the wheel, in circuses when they put a person on a wheel and they spin them and then they throw knives at them. That's how you feel right now. That, you feel like there's a lot being thrown your way that you need to prove yourself about, and there's a lot of rumors about you, or maybe not even. I think there is, actually, because I think you're the new person on the job who's also very young, and people are just talking. People are talking, and people don't know what to expect, so they're just kind of predicting what to expect, and that's not fair because they don't actually know you. So right now you're on that wheel and you're having these weapons thrown at you, and you're like, fuck, what the hell? But it's up to you to work those buckles off, work your way off of the wheel. And then I saw, once you got off the wheel, it was like you're on a game show, and it was like, yay, everybody loves you, the lights are on you, people freaking love you. in reality, and I think that's why this hurts you, is when you go places, people just love you and they appreciate you and they see you, and right now, for whatever reason, you're not being seen the way you want to be seen. So it's like, as soon as you decide to get off the wheel and regain control of the situation in your life, it's like, oh, everyone loves you again, and they're like, oh, yay, we see your true colors, yay! And they love you and they really care about you, and now you're spinning the wheel and you're like, what prize am I gonna get? Like, you're picking and choosing, like, what people around you want to have in your space, and you're picking and choosing what you want in your space in general, and you're also gaining money. You're making that coin. I feel like you recently had to spend money because my right palm just started itching. That's what happens when you have to spend. I think you recently had to spend money. Maybe it was on training, or you had to spend money to make money. You had to spend some money to get this job, and they want you to know the payout is going to be much greater than the pay in. So yeah, get off the wheel and get on the wheel of fortune and spin that wheel and make your money, honey. Alright. We'll get one of these cards, and I knew this one was going to come out. I saw it in my head. That's so cool. I saw it when I was talking about your mission. I knew that one was going to come out. Sometimes Spirit will do that for me. They'll show me what card they're going to give me before I even pull the card, and tell me what they need to say before it even comes out. Alright, what goddess? Alright, we got 2 goddess cards. So the goddess cards we got were Sekhmet Reduction and Siren's Temptation. And then the Oracle Light Tarot, I think it's called Work Your Light Tarot. No, it's not Tarot. Work Your Light Oracle cards. It's Pleiades, Double Mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So right now, your star family, if you don't know what a star family is, it's like so obviously we are not the only beings in existence. There are several dimensions and several different kinds of life forms within those dimensions as interdimensional beings. Some may call them aliens, and they, not all of them are physical form. Some of them are just spiritual form. They're interdimensional. So when in life we have, and not in life, in being, our souls have certain soul families, certain soul mates, certain guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels, as well as star families. So we, as well as being one with everything and connecting to everything within the universe, sacred geometry, if you don't know what it is, look into it. As well as that, we are also connected to different subgroups within this all-knowing intelligence and universe. So your star family right now is trying to contact you and let you, it could be the Pleiadians, it could be Pleiades. They're trying to tell you, you have a mission. You know it. Your soul remembers it, your soul contract, it's written in your soul contract, and you know it and you feel it and you know what you can do and you know your worth, and this is why you're here. So right now they're acting you to regain your strength, reduce as in reduce down to just self, reduce down to self, go outside and listen. And if you can't go outside for whatever reason, just sit down and get silent, turn everything off and just freaking listen, because they've got a lot of positive things they want to tell you. They want to reassure you, and they want to show you things that only they can show you, that only you will understand. And they really want you to avoid the temptation of getting stuck on that spiraling wheel while, you're having weapons thrown at you. It's like the weapons are words, and they're really asking you to stay away from the temptation of gossip and really just listen to self. Reduce down to just you. Once you reduce down to just you, that's when you have that full audience on the Wheel of Fortune and your couple people that are close to you on stage. And then the leader the leader of the game show is like spirit, like guiding you, like, here are all your blessings, girl, here they are, yeah, spin that wheel. And then the like other contestants on stage are your close friends, like genuinely like, yay. And then all the audience is like the people that you keep at a distance that are like, we want you, we were mean to you at first, but now we want you, and you're our friend, like, we see you, you're amazing, yay, we're your fans. Like, so yeah, they're really just saying, be by yourself, like, to listen to self, and then you'll get everything you want. You just have to go within to do some manifesting. You're about to make a lot of money if you aren't already. And, yeah. Yeah, that was beautiful. Beautiful, Earth signs. Sorry it took me a while to get this reading out. I had a couple projects due this week. It's about midterm times. But so it was a little crazy, and I was spending time doing things that I don't normally have to do in any given week. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you to all my subscribers. I have 19. Thank you. 19 human beings subscribe to the shit I have to say, which is so incredible. It makes me feel really good. It makes me feel great. So, thank you. Thank you for watching. If you liked, like it. If you feel like it. Subscribe if you feel like it. Leave a comment, please, if you feel like it. If it resonated with you, I love comments. I love to hear from you. Okay, bye. See you next month.